Well, hello everyone. It's me, Daniel, with Handy Danny, and we have the Chinese money plant, also known as the Pilea plant. And one thing I really like about this plant is its circular leaves here. I think that's pretty cool. They kind of, within the app that I've downloaded, they talk about how the plant is shaped like a coin. And when it comes to being a money tree, a money plant, maybe the coins are the representation of money, which is pretty cool. I have looked up a few online and I've noticed a couple of them that had like a little tree trunk there. And as I can see there, the tree trunk is starting to reveal itself on this plant right here. I just got it yesterday and I potted it yesterday. As soon as I brought it in, I typically don't pot them as soon as I get them, but hey, I had a pot available, so I just came right in and potted it, and I thought it was, pretty cool. I was like, man, I really like that plant. I really want to get that plant. As you can see here, I'm giving you my view, which I typically don't show off. However, you can see the plants get a lot of sunlight. Sometimes the sunlight is direct right on the plant. However, I know how to position the plants to where they're not getting this too much sunlight, and I can bring the shades down to where they're not getting burnt. This plant right here is known to get burnt within 30 minutes if it has direct sunlight on it. And you can see like the little sunspots where it's probably gotten burnt in the past there, to make sure that it doesn't, get too much direct sunlight. Another sign that it needs watered is when it's droopy like that. I just watered it yesterday. I have a water meter that I've purchased and I stuck in there, and it lets me know if the plant is wet. And let me grab that for you to show you that real fast. Okay, we have the water meter here. And as I can stick the water meter inside there, you can see that the water meter is reading. I'm not sure if you can read that or not, but it says a 3 as far as its wetness. So that's a good level right there, I do believe. And some of the plants only want to be measured at the very top. So as you can see, the very top there is like a 2.5 or so, versus, the plant overall itself is at a 3. When it gets to about maybe 1.5 to a 2 or so, I will definitely water it again. I've kind of had my plants on a watering schedule as of, once a week. But now with my water meter here that you can pick up, I'll put a link below where you can get yourself one. You can water them based on when they're needing water versus just once a week. That just typical simple little watering method there. A few questions that I've gotten about the plants here is how fast do they grow? The cool thing about this plant is that they will grow and double themselves in size. And there was a 4-inch plant that had a little bit more foliage, actually a 6-inch plant that had more foliage. This is a 4-inch, I'm sorry. There was a 6-inch plant that had more foliage that I could have purchased. This is a 4-inch right here, and the leaves were a little bit bigger and it had a lot more girth to it and everything. So I chose this one because I would like to grow it up myself and kind of make it bigger. I've seen these guys get really big. The coins get about 6 inches or so. That's one cool thing about it. Another thing here is there's the money tree, there's the Chinese money plant. Why is it called the Chinese money plant? Is because of the flat little leaves here. Looks like a coin. That's where it got its name from. Is the money tree or money plant considered lucky? And some people say it does bring prosperity. I do have a money tree, and I'll be honest with you, I positioned my just regular money tree that I have, and I positioned it to where when I come out the bedroom or when I come into the house, I would kind of brush up against it just, throughout the day, just naturally brush up against it. And I did that on purpose in regards to kind of bringing myself more prosperity and more money. So it's known to be a lucky plant. So, if you're looking to get into a little house plant, get yourself a plant with a little bit of purpose. Where should you place this? Once again, place it where it's getting a lot of sunlight. It likes a lot of sunlight. However, you don't want direct sunlight right on the plant because it will burn the leaves there. But a great little plant is easy to propagate, it's easy to take care of. You just water it when it needs water, give it some sunlight. Reading a lot about my plants and really trying to understand, as much as I can about them. I was told that plants like classical music. So I've been, anytime I leave the house, I've been playing the classical music, on iTunes, on a computer. I have a computer or an iPad that kind of stays here at the house that I don't carry with me, every single day. I leave the plant to listen to the classical music, and we'll see what type of effect that has on the plants there. So pretty cool little plant, I really like it. I'm going to give it some plant food and just really, follow my app here in regards to when to fertilize it, when to repot it, things of that nature. So hopefully you guys, learned something. Hopefully I encourage you guys to go out and get yourself a Chinese money plant. And thanks for watching.